That sounded good. I do love a good nitro cold brew. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. More just random content of me sitting here chit-chatting at you from the Book Nook. So in my year-end bombardment of videos for y'all, wanted to go through a few things, a few fantasy series that I want to finish or slash read in 2022. I cannot believe we're at the end of the year. Everybody says this. I don't know why none of us can fathom how yet another year has passed, but alas, here we all are, confused that another year has ended. More confusing than that is, how are we still in this personal pan pizza? Get your jib jabs, folks, please. PSA done. Anyway, so these are, I pulled together 6 fantasy series in my handy dandy, I keep wanting to call this a Kindle iPad, that I am becoming obsessed with for planning my life of content creation. I'm serious. Like I've created my own little, yeah, I have a whole thing. Anywho, little sneak peek of some things I'm doing. I came up with like 6 fantasy series I really want to focus on reading next year or finishing next year. So let's just start this off at the top with one that I'm currently reading, and that is Wheel of Time. I am more than halfway through book 3, The Dragon Reborn. I have all of the books in mass market paperback already here for me to read, so I can binge. I'm 2 episodes into the show as of filming today. I'm 2 episodes in. I'm waiting for me to finish Dragon Reborn, and then I will binge the rest of the series on Amazon. But I am loving this. I did not like The Eye of the World, and I powered through because I wanted to watch the show. I really liked The Great Hunt. I'm liking The Dragon Reborn. I'm liking where it's going. So I'm still currently hooked. I don't know if I'm going to lose speed somewhere in this series because there are 14, 15 books, something like that. But as of right now, I'm happy. So I'm also on the hunt for the cheesy fantasy cover hardbacks. I got one, The Eye of the World. I did purchase that one, and I have 2 and 3, The Great Hunt and The Dragon Reborn, coming. So as as I read each book in the series and I enjoy it, I am replacing my mass market paperbacks with the hardbacks because I'm just, don't judge me. Stop it. Also, I feel like I dressed appropriately for this one. I'm wearing my Fantasy Readers Club shirt from Hello Lovely Box. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. I love the sweatshirt. I also have it in a nightshirt too because I'm too much. Another series that I'm not in the middle of. I finished book 1. Jesus has also read book 1, and I need to read book 2, is the Expanse series, Leviathan Wakes. That also has a show, I believe, on Prime. But this is a sci-fi base mystery that everybody probably knows at this point, and I don't really need to explain. But it is super good, and I really enjoyed it. I like Miller, and like he's kind of like a washed up detective. I've got that like film noir, like drunk detective vibes from him, and I'm enjoying that. I feel like the crew for Holden's ship reminds me a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm digging it. I really am. I need to read Caliban's War, and I need to do that soon so that Jesus can read it, because we are kind of reading it together. I read it, then he reads it, I read it. So it's kind of fun having a series that we're both reading sort of together. So all of these, I will say, all these series are complete. Leviathan Wakes has the final book came out this year, and there's one more book coming out in 2022. I feel like it's in early 2022, and it's the collection of short stories. But otherwise, all these series are complete. I'm trying to finish completed series next year because it feels good when you can binge read all the books. So, anywho, speaking of completed series, I would like to finally read the Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee. I almost said Jane Lee. I don't know what. I think I wanted to say Jane Fonda, and then I made it Jane Lee. Anywho, no, by Fonda Lee. And the first book in the series is Jade City. I have the first book, and if I love it, which I'm sure I will get the other 2. I just love Orbit paperbacks, so I don't care if I because I know the 3rd book came out in 2021, so I don't need to get it in hardback because I just love Orbit paperbacks. Jade City is a gripping Godfather-esque saga of intergenerational blood feuds, vicious politics, magic, and kung fu. The Call family is one of two crime syndicates that control the island of Kikon. I don't know how to say anything. It's fantasy, just go with it. It's the only place in the world that produces rare magical jade, which grants those with the right training and heritage superhuman abilities. The Greenbone clans of honorable jade-wearing warriors once protected the island from foreign invasion, but nowadays, in a bustling post-war metropolis full of fast cars and foreign money, Greenbone families like the Calls are primarily involved in commerce, construction, and the everyday upkeep of the districts under their protection. Even the simmering tension between the Calls and their greatest rivals erupts into open violence in the streets. The outcome of this clan war will determine the fate of all Greenbones and the future of Kikon itself. I've heard so many good things, and I've heard that the second one, I think the second one is what, the Jade War? Yeah, Jade War is supposed to be like, everybody's like, it's gonna fuck you up. So I'm excited. I have to read that. I have to read that in 2022. Because I can't be out of the loop anymore. I've been out of the loop forever, and I have to read it. The other series, which completes itself in 2022, is A Chorus of Dragons by Jen Lyons. And I read The Ruin of Kings this year, I believe, earlier in the year, and I need to continue on. I do have the whole series, and Tor is kindly sending me the 5th and final book in the series this year when it comes out. And this is like a really interesting fantasy series, sense that like I was completely confused in all of the best ways throughout reading book 1, but also wasn't confused at all. And it's just, there's these weird mimics that there's this one character that's a mimic, basically like she can become anybody, so like you never feel like you trust anybody, because is any character really themselves, or is it Talon? And then there's your main character who's kind of like really sarcastic and kind of in a sexy way, the happenstance chosen one kind of character. And it ends on this great cliffhanger, book 1, and I need to keep going. And I was reading it with my friend Emma, but we got sidetracked because that's what happens. I get sidetracked with everything. Have you followed along with that yet, that I get sidetracked easily? Welcome to my undiagnosed ADHD. I can't wait to finish this. It'll be complete in 2022, and I just have to finish it. I have to. So Kieran is a bastard orphan who grew up on storybook tales of long-lost princes and grand quests. When he is claimed against his will as the long-lost son of a treasonous prince, Kieran finds that being a long-lost prince isn't what storybooks promised. Far from living the dream, Kieran finds himself practically a prisoner at the mercy of his new family's power plays, and ambition. He also discovers that the storybooks have lied about a lot of other things too: dragons, demons, gods, prophecies, true love, and how the hero always wins. And then again, maybe he's not the hero, for Kieran is not destined to save the Empire. He's destined to destroy it. Isn't that sound good? And there's 5 books in the series, and the covers are phenomenal. And I just, so excited. So in that series, it's The Ruin of Kings, The Name of All Things, The Memory of Souls, The House of Always, and The Discord of Gods. Comes out April 26, 2022. Penultimate series is The Fateful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne, because I've never read John Gwynne, and this is like another tried and true fantasy writer series, fan favorite, and I need to finally read this series. It's 4 books. I have it. I have them all in paperback somewhere in the boxes for Fantasy Corner, and I need to read them. Naomi and I are supposed to read them with Emma, my friend Emma, so we just need to hop to it and do it in 2022. And if y'all don't join me, I will just do it myself. You've been warned. Anyway, so I will read you the summary of book 1. A black sun is rising. Young Corban watches enviously as boys become warriors under King Brennan's rule, learning the art of war. He yearns to wield his sword and spear to protect his king's realm, but that day will come all too soon. Only when he loses those he loves will he learn the true price of courage. The Banished Lands has a violent past where armies of men and giants clashed shields in battle, the earth running dark with their bloodshed, with their heart's blood. Although the giant clans were broken in ages past, their ruined fortresses still scar the land. But now giants stir anew, the very stones weep blood, and there are sightings of giant worms. Those who can still read the signs see a threat far greater than the ancient wars. Sorrow will darken the world as angels and demons make it in their battlefield. Then there will be a war to end all wars. High King Aquilus summons his fellow kings to council, seeking an alliance in this time of need. Some are skeptical, fighting their own border skirmishes against pirates and giants, but prophecy indicates darkness and light will demand two champions, the Black Sun and the Bright Star. They would be wise to seek out both, for if the Black Sun gains ascendancy, mankind's hopes and dreams will fall to dust. Love it. And then the final series I want to get to, finally, I had this on my shelves for a little while, and that is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This is a trilogy that I have been wanting to read, but I've also been very scared to read because I love her Strange the Dreamer duology so much that I don't want it to be displaced in my love of, I don't want something to displace that love. And I've heard that Daughter of Smoke and Bone is potentially even more poetic and beautiful than Strange the Dreamer. So I have high hopes, which is always a scary thing, but also I just hope it doesn't make me, I don't want to love it more. Is it weird that I don't want to love it more than Strange the Dreamer because I love Strange the Dreamer so much? Isn't that weird? That might be really weird. Anyway, but we're finally going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in 2022. I'm saying it here. I'm going to do it in 2022. I'm finally going to read Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I need to stop playing with this little sword. I'm special. Anywho, Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Let's read Daughter of Smoke and Bone, shall we? Around the world, black handprints are appearing on doorways, scorched there by winged strangers who have crept through a slit in the sky. In a dark and dusty shop, a devil's supply of human teeth grows dangerously low, and in the tangled lanes of Prague, a young art student is about to be caught up in a brutal, otherworldly war. Meet Karu. She fills her sketchbooks with monsters that may or may not be real. She's prone to disappearing on mysterious errands, and she speaks many languages, not all of them human. And her bright blue hair actually grows out of her head that color. Who is she? That is the question that haunts her, and she's about to find out when beautiful, haunted Akiva fixes fiery eyes on her in an alley in Marrakesh. The result is blood and starlight, secrets unveiled, and a star-crossed love whose roots drink deep as a violent past. But will Caro live to regret learning the truth about herself? It's supposed to be an amazing series, and I guess we'll have to wait till next year to find out if I like it more than Strange the Dreamer. I really hope I don't. So yeah, what fantasy series are you trying to focus on for 2022? Have you read any of these that I've mentioned, and what are your thoughts on them? Is there anything else I should have on my list that you just feel like I should prioritize in 2022? That's finished. Don't give me things that aren't finished, please. And then, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a like, and if you feel so inclined, subscribe to the channel. Share this with a friend if you think that they would enjoy it, and I will see you guys in my next video, whatever it may be, because it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. Bye. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever want to go come closer next to me, trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.